Hey everybody, it's TR here and welcome to episode 5 of Campground Tour Tuesday.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds of
Hey everybody, and welcome to Campground Tour Tuesday. And today we're going to be visiting the Redfish Lake area campgrounds. Amazing place to stay, really hard to get into in the summer. Highly recommend reservations if you're going to come in the summer. I'm in the shoulder season. This is the last week that the campgrounds are actually going to be open. They close September 17th and today is the, I think, 13th, yeah. So the campgrounds will close on Sunday for the year, and then I believe they reopen around May 5th. So that's something to keep in mind. But reservations, again, are highly recommended because it's a very popular place. I'm sitting on the lake right now, and it's an amazing place. I have been coming here for a very, very long time, and it's probably one of my favorite places in all of Idaho. At one time or another, over the 50 years I've been coming here, I've probably stayed in every campground at least once, and maybe 3 or 4 or 5 times. I know I've been at Glacier View, where we're staying now, several times. But enough of my chatter, let's get on with the tour. This is the Redfish Lake area campgrounds. And, welcome to episode 5 of Campground Tour Tuesday. Today we're going to visit the Sockeye and Mount Heyburn campgrounds at Redfish Lake. We're going to start with the Sockeye campground, which really begins just after you pass the Sandy Point boat dock. It's pretty much the end of the road that traverses the east side of the lake. The Sockeye campground, like all the other campgrounds, has variable length sites, some as small as 30 feet, some as large as 45 or 48 feet. So you can pretty much get any rig in here you want, but it is first come, first served. It's also open very late in the year, and so you can get in here pretty much post-season, probably pretty much any time, except you might have a little competition during hunting season because this is in the heart of the Idaho mountains and it's a popular place for elk and deer hunters. There are 3 small playgrounds here at the camp, and so it'll help keep the kids occupied when you want them out from underneath your feet for a while. A lot of the sites are lakeside. Of course, those are going to be in high demand during the summer. But on a first come, first served basis, I think if you get here and you kind of wait till around 9:30, you might be able to get in and get a site. But I wouldn't wait much past that because it's going to fill up pretty fast. Something you want to keep in mind is that occasionally there are bears in the area, and you see here there is a bear trap that has been set, but it looks like it's probably been here for 2 or 3 days. And I haven't heard of any bear sightings recently, so I think it might have just been a passing bear moving through. Here we are at the Mount Heyburn campground. Basically the entrance to this is right across from the Sandy Point boat dock. Mount Heyburn is a little bit further away from the lake, and it's built up on the side of the hill here, so you kind of get up around the corner, it gets a little steep, and want to keep in mind that the roads in all the campgrounds are a little tight. The Mount Heyburn Campground, it consists of 19 sites that are first come, first served, primitive like the other campgrounds, no water or sewer service. This campground's tucked up into the lodgepole pines, but that makes it kind of nice because it's nice and shady up here. Although when I was driving through Glacier View, and I think that you might have the same problem here, you could get a few limb scratches here and there. And in fact, I actually hooked a limb on one of my slide awnings, and so I had to go and pull that off. I didn't catch it early enough, and it kind of rubbed a spot on the side of the RV, but again, I was able to buff it right out. The camping fees here at Mount Heyburn are only $18 a night, and I think that's probably just because it may not get as much demand as the sites that you would find along the lake here at the outlet or over at the Sockeye Campground that we reviewed just a few minutes ago. So that'll have to do it for episode 5 of Campground Tour Tuesday, the Sockeye and Mount Heyburn Campgrounds here at Redfish Lake in the Sawtooth Mountains of Idaho. Beautiful place, love coming here, love camping here, and I hope you will too. Hope you like what you're seeing. If you are, give me that thumbs up, that's always appreciated. And be sure and subscribe because next week on Campground Tour Tuesday, in episode 6, we're going to visit the Point Campground, the Redfish Lake Lodge, and the Mountain View Campground, which is down at Little Redfish Lake. It's on the road in, and there are actually 2 campgrounds down there, but we weren't able to go through the Chinook Bay Campground because it was closed for maintenance. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Until the next time we get together again, peace.